Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skullgirls Be Great. This is the audio test we will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. I think it's just me. We want all of us to be about equally as loud, and the game should be just barely audible. if there are any recommendations that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. Hey there, Hinze. It is time for the video games. Good to see you here. Got 3 whole viewers. We're gonna wait till people start filing in. How's the audio sounding? Squad? Friends? How does? Skullgirls is probably really quiet. I'll crank it up just a notch for you guys. I try to keep it very quiet. I just want the music to be just barely heard. But you guys deserve a little bit more than that. That's good enough. I can dig it. Throat's a little dry. That's a-okay. That is the least of my problems right now. Got 4 whole people who have signed up right now. Is that it? No, we got 6. Here we go. Back to normal numbers. Can we get 8? That'd be slightly above average so the past like year and a half, I think. The highest we've had is like 30 almost? $32? I don't actually remember. It was a long time ago. It was like the top, like one of our first 10 tournaments or something. It was like the return of Grilling of the Skrills, and everyone was super excited. Trust me, there are a lot of things I want to be doing besides this right now, because I have severe health concerns. So, we're probably going to go ahead and get started very quickly. Yeah, it is sad Papa Wednesday indeed. Was it T-Dog stress? Yeah, I try my best not to let like my personal life like affect any of my hobbies and shit, but this is getting annoying. Every month there's something else. Whether it's health concerns or mental health concerns, it's like, oh shit, grandma's dead. Oh shit, there's an alien growth on my arm. I don't fucking know. What I do know is that tonight is going to be a fantastic tournament, and I see Facade typing into Discord. I do wonder what he has to say. Hey there, Varianth. I love you guys as well. Though that is really heartwarming. You make my heart go doki doki. I mean that as seriously as possible. There's like no way to like word that in a way that's like sounds sincere. But I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Not just like the people who say you love me or whatever, but just like you guys in general. But I do extra appreciate the people who love me, because I love you back. Facade saying they'll possibly be a little bit. I'll probably be a little bit late tonight. If I don't make it on time, feel free to DQ. I do not want to DQ you, Facade. However, I will abide by your requests. I have serious brain damage. Why can't I talk? Can't type either, apparently. Hey there, Missing No. How's it going? I don't see you signed up. Why not? Not too late. Oh, that's what I forgot. I'm supposed to be posting a lot of things. Doot. 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 And whoop. You're tired from work, just gonna spectate. I respect that. You know what? That's totally fine. Now, for the first time ever, I like tried one of those New Year, what are they called again? New Year retaliations. No, New Year resolutions. There we go. Like resolve, retaliations, returns. What the fuck am I talking about? No, New Year resolution. I was gonna get a grind in SG. I got a couple of coaches, well, one main coach, and I'm putting in the work. I'm learning a new team and all that shit. I'm gonna give it a shot. Not today, said fate. By not today, they mean not this month. And there's no saying, I don't mind waiting a bit personally if that's what it comes to. Let's see, seeds. I'll be right back. Okay, we'll give it 30 more seconds, and we'll get started. Raz and Thundersnow. Good stuff. Oh, that's so cool. We can make stations and stuff? Yo, challenge will very soon replace a mess that is Smash GG. Though Smash GG does have a significantly more in-depth structure to host majors. Too bad it doesn't work. Man, I'm just in a whiny mood today. I apologize. I should be excited. We got quite the turnout. It's gonna be a fun group of people. Nullskull has not checked in. Nullskull, are you here? If you're here, please say something in chat, and I will check in for you. Normally, though, 30 minutes before the tournament starts, I do request that everyone go to the challenge page and click the giant check-in button. See if I can find them in the Discord. Null. Awesome, I will check them in. Come on, come on. Here we go. Alright. Go back to the bracket. Our process checking results. Go to our participants. Shuffle the seating. Go back to bracket. And start the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Be Gr8. We are a standard Skullgirls tournament. That means double elimination, best 3 out of 5, all the way through to the end. Because this is an online tournament, we're going to be streaming 2 sets per round on winner's side until losers round... This kind of sucks. Losers round 2. Losers round 2 and onward will be on stream. So make sure you guys are playing your matches. If you are in losers round 1, make sure you don't hold to the bracket. There might be some really exciting sets that I know you really want to see, but don't worry, the VODs will go up as soon as the tournament's over to both YouTube, and of course you can always watch the VOD on Twitch for 2 weeks. And there it has like live chat replay, and also like you can watch it right after the match happens and all that fun stuff, I guess. If you are participating today, please join the Steam group chat. Steam group chat is the only way you can guarantee I will see your message. I use that for emergency conversation only. So if you are confused about logistics or need an invite or what's it called? Need to report a score because you don't want to report a challenge directly yourself, that is totally fine. Reach me out on Skullgirls Be Gr8. You can the group chat. You can technically talk to me anywhere you want, but I'll only promise I'll see your message in the Be Gr8 group chat. If you cannot find your opponent, that is the place to talk to me. You need to let me know as soon as possible. Please do not wait until it is like the bracket's super held up or anything like that. That would suck. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Couple of responses in chat. Chandra's been around way longer than Smash GG. They just haven't implemented actually event hosting features, so everyone switched over. Well, it sort of. So Smash GG kind of marketed themselves on a sense of professional scale. We actually tried to get onto Smash GG ourselves for Be Gr8 and Get Great. The problem was they require like an in-person interview and all this stuff. Like they're marketing themselves as extremely professional. However, the software that they've built isn't as reliable as we would want it to be. Like, while it's very, very good for advertising majors and for showing majors, showing like the predicted bracket based on previous seeding and stuff like that, it's super cool. I don't know if it's in person or like through Skype, but from what I heard, it was in person. I didn't do it personally. It was one of the other Get Great members that had tried to interview and get us onto Smash GG. I believe it was Penny. Either way, it was kind of a process. So what ends up happening, it's like, oh wow, this is really cool. And then also everyone can see the live bracket updates. They can also be notified when they're going to be on stream or on some other station. Like, all these features are great. They don't work. When people try to report scores at a major, it almost always breaks. On top of that, like, because it requires constant connection and hotel Wi-Fi has never been reliable, it just isn't practical. So while it's cool in concept, it just doesn't work. It's still marketing itself as professional stuff, but like it's laggy, and like if you ever try to navigate the mobile app, it's like not very intuitive. If you know where to go, it's fine. If you don't know where to go, it's like you wouldn't guess it. You have to dig around for a while. I actually prepare links to the appropriate pages on challenge for my tournaments like a week in advance to every major because I know it's going to be a pain. Challenge is more simple, but it used to break a lot. It's a lot more lightweight software, but it's like it's missing a lot of core features, and it didn't honestly need it. It was a very simple bracket tool, and it was reliable enough. It was still buggy, but reliable enough, and I respect that. Unfortunately, I have to pick the shiniest of two turds, and that's the one that requires minimal social human interaction. So I picked challenge. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. First up on stream will be Variant versus Null Skull. I'm gonna go ahead and... I mean, every match is basically gonna be on stream for Winterside, so I don't really have to type anything anywhere. Normally I would report that into the Be Gr8 group chat so the people that are on stream can know. But Variant versus Null Skull will be on stream first. Thunderstone and Raz, wow, why do I keep making that mistake? Thunderstone and Raz, sit tight. Thunderstone? I call him Thunderstone. Thundersnow. Thunderstone is a really cool game, by the way. Those guys who have not played it. Oh, Fasan's already back. We didn't even start yet. Damn, we are bad. Variant, you're not fighting, Hinze. For those guys who have not refreshed their CD, their bracket pages, please go ahead and refresh their challenge pages. The final seeding is complete. First 3 weeks of the month, we do shuffle seeds. Final week of the month, it is seeded based on your performance on the previous tournament. So we like to shake things up a bit, give a few people an extra chance to shine. Also, they can get a nice cutting edge in that prize pool tournament at the end of the month. When's Power Stone? Yo, I had to play Power Stone twice in Mystery. Neither time did I make it into top 16 for those. I've made it into top 16 pretty much anytime I didn't have to play a Street Fighter clone, and I didn't have to play Power Stone. Not that I lost in Power Stone, it's just a cursed game for me. I'd win, I just didn't help. Trying to do Lobby Link requires me to open up like 2 apps. House Sway? What the fuck? I mean, this does suck. Like, I mean, okay. Yeah, since you're on my buddy list, I can always invite you going forward. Like, if in the worst case scenario. But, like, you're gonna have to remind me every time. Because I'm just tired of hunting people down, adding them to my friends list, making sure everything's working, blah, 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 blah. And Steam sucks. Steam single-handedly killed, like, the invite-based community. Hey there, Dry Eyes. Good to see you here. It's a standard tournament. I'm surprised you didn't join. Are waiting on Null Skull. Let's see. Null has been grinding hard lately? Yo, that's awesome. That's what I want to hear. Alright, Variant, I want to see the cleanest Skullgirls I've ever seen out of you. A smooth assassination. That's what I expect. Well, I guess while we're waiting, how's everyone doing? Oh, wait, nope, never mind. I get to find out how you guys are doing a little bit later. Null Skull has joined, or returned Null. Ha ha ha. Programming jokes. I have a programming mentor who kind of opened my eyes a little bit, because, like, I mean, coming from C++, I return nulls all the time because exceptions are so expensive. And it's just like a smooth way to tell the caller that, hey, I failed. Just finish gracefully or something, I guess. But, like, in all modern languages, exception handling is so much more low level and, like, native to the system that it's like, well, why should I ever just not throw an exception instead of returning null? Null implies that something failed. Otherwise, I shouldn't be returning null. I should be returning, like, maybe an empty object at first. I'm talking about corporate level robust code, of course. Like, for my own personal projects, who gives a fuck? It could be anything. Oh no, whiffs on the crouching light kick. Come on, I want the smoothest assassination. What's going on? Null got him with the jumping light kick, unable to convert. That's unfortunate. Ooh, dive kick to close the space. Varianth was caught looking. Didn't want to commit to pressing a button there. Now the 5,000 anti-air tools they have. Ooh, red burst space. Losing track of where they are in the combo. Skullgirls is almost dead. Just gotta do a little bit more pressure. Raw tag out! Oh, that's gonna get... Well, it should have been heavy counter hit, but that is... Well, actually, can you heavy counter hit? Punish that? I think you can. No, actually, no. I was gonna get counter hit punished. Big Man lost all that life. One bad raw tag, and that's what happens. For everyone who joins me for Skullgirls Get Great, and you hear me complaining about raw tagging being a bad habit to build right away, even though it can be useful, it's a bad habit. It's not something that you want to use as a reliable option. You want it to be very, very intentional, that you're trying to raw tag to skill check your opponent or anything of the sort. This is why. Because Big Band's dead. I mean, it might still end up okay for Null Skull, unless they drop that combo. That's exactly what the... Oh, no dash. I wonder if there's lag, because these are weird links we're dropping here. The cleanest Skullgirls get match of the century. Let's go. Is this game dead? Well, Meme Lord, I'll have you know that it's pretty undead, considering half the characters are dead, and or undead, and or immortal? I don't know, I was trying to make a joke there, it was horrible. But, this game is fine. People play it. Marvel 2 is back at EVO. There's a lot of people talking shit about Marvel 2 being back at EVO, like everyone's being rusty and no one's like actually seriously practicing the game, and it's gonna be a show match between players who are all retired and all that shit. I'm like, you right, but it's Marvel 2, baby. That's what I want. EVO's giving me what I want. That's all I care about. I really hope so. I hope, like, low-key, all the, like, old people, all the old guns, like Justin Wong, etc., are just freaking practicing that game. Was it Justin Wong, Yipes? God, why am I choking on their names? I should know all of these names by heart. I love that game so much. I'm so upset. I don't understand the hype for an 8-man invitational. The hype is that it's Marvel 2. I just want people to play games that are good instead of games that are new. Y'all know that when Guilty Gear, what is it called? Guilty Gear Strife or whatever? Y'all know when that game comes out, everyone's gonna switch over to it, even though that game's a piece of shit. Be brass and neutral, and somehow get a kill from it. Scoop up with A-Train, you tried to flight cancel? I mean, I understand, just because it looked like a brass. I maybe understand. That was a cool reaction variant, but god damn, that feels bad. You know what game's old and good? Skullgirls. Old, yes. Tell good to my PTSD. Accent Core is really, really good. I kinda wish Accent Core would come back. Why does it have an RPG UI? They must have carried it over from Guilty Gear, whatever it's called. There's an RPG Guilty Gear for some reason. It's probably carried over from that. Guilty Gear 2 or something. The air dashes in it almost made me puke. I don't usually get like actually emotional or sentimental or like invested in any like games announcements or anything like that, but for some reason when I saw those air dashes I busted out laughing. It felt like a legit slap to the face. I'm like, oh my god, damn, are these feelings? Is that what you've given me? It's the only thing you've added in Strife. Oh yeah, convert off that A-Train. We didn't build a charge, but that's okay. That link is extremely difficult. Those guys who do not know, building a charge after your moves that scoop up into A-Train like that, do it. Do that shit. Ah, it's so good. It's hard. I mean, it depends actually. So the optimal string is actually hard, not the. If you do launcher into A-Train, I think that's a little bit easy. That actually might be super easy, I'm not actually sure. I don't even try that, I just do the DP one. The DP one's hard. I can give you the benefit of the doubt that Nullskull was doing some really, really cool links right there into A-Train, and then converting afterwards after building a charge. But I gotta do that optimal shit. I want to see that DP into A-Train scoop, into build a charge, and then convert. That shit's hard. Someone's comparing Strive character select screen to Mario and Sonic character select screens. Wait, what? Mario and Sonic character select screens? Isn't that just Super Smash Brothers? Yeah, Super Smash Brothers.
I have no time for this. Gentlemen and ladies, it's
The one where they swing the bat, right? And then like the little bat goes flying. It's my favorite Olympic sport. Here we go. Cross under to the other side. We're ready for it. Null Skull adapts. We're gonna have to mix up with the same side bullshit. Alright, lift the grab to not get punished. Nobody knows what's going on. Interesting counter call. I mean, I guess it works. Oh, get them at that overhead. No conversion. We don't need those. I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me of the Mario Kart select screen, but actually, hold on a second, now I wanna try character select screen. And I'll see, I guess I should see this. Can't even find it anywhere. Come on. What the heck? Are these like cards? Character select screen, you're like selecting cards? What is this? Balance, speed, power, tricky. This isn't real. Is this real? Someone chat, tell me, is that real? Like the little fucking characters look like cards and like this little thing down the middle that's splitting up the characters by balance, speed, power, and tricky. This is stupid. Arxis, you'd think you would know by now that you don't get to decide who's tricky, who's powerful, etc. The players decide that. That's like mistake number 1, my friend. 2! What happened? Exert is so pretty. What happened? Well, if it's a placeholder, they definitely should not have leaked that placeholder. Because this is... I'm getting some Marvel Infinite vibes right here. Maybe Tag's character select screen is weird, but like, it's alright. It's split up by what thing they're from, and I kind of respect that, considering it's like a crossover of 17 different things. It's like, here's BlazBlue versus everything that's not Guilty Gear, which is what everyone wanted, right? I used to use a crouching leg kick to try and low profile that. Hey, Null Skull's aware of some stuff. Let's go. Respect it. 2 and 2. Y'all have tied this up. Nice block on the tier. Chicken block land cancel it to re-jump. Get the counter hit, variant, what you pressing? Pillar, you have to press up, it's not even directional. Nice block slow. Unfortunate that you were not able to convert. That did sound like SPO hit. I was not even looking at the screen. Alright, cool. Got to the corner, get that air grab, scoop him up, that full screen air brack. Air brack? Air brack? Counter hit. Interesting. Interesting use of Pinion Dash to force them to instantly land cancel. You can do some dumb stuff with that if you wanted to. Didn't work out that time. Pretzel was too far away, of course. So we're just out here playing some long-ass neutral where no one's able to convert off of anything. That's fine. We got that low. Stick to the basics. Straight into level 3. Kill them! We don't need to show off. Variant will be moving forward, and that's showing off just enough. They will be fighting Facade in round 2, but for now, we're going to go ahead and get Thunder Snow versus Raz on stream. Null Skull, you played well, you played valiantly, you almost snuck out underneath Variant's feet. Was so focused and so worried. But don't worry, you'll have a second chance. You'll have a chance for the run back, probably. Just gotta bring it through Luz's side. Everyone's cheering for you, everyone's telling me that you are at the grind, that you've been improving very, very quickly. Show it off. Bring it back. Meanwhile, Hinze in chat asking for warm-up games from any companion. Variant will oblige. For now, we're gonna go ahead and get Thundersnow versus Raz. Raz is readied up. Thundersnow has not said anything anywhere, so I'm assuming they're checking something before they ready up. Hope y'all's checked your controls. Bring this game back. This game's already here. Was that Frosty? It's gonna be a combo breaker. It's gonna be a CEO Taku, probably. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Should you buy this game on the Switch? No. Is it like, it depends what you want it for. Like, I bought it on the Switch, A, to support the game, which Lab Zero doesn't even get the money for, unfortunately. But more importantly, so I can lab it on the go. Like, I bought several adapters and everything so I can hook up my Fight Stick to my, what's it called? My Switch, so I can practice, lab out Skullgirls wherever I go. So if you want it for that, yeah, go for it. The control, otherwise the game is hella broken. Good news, Lab Zero's finally getting paid. Yo, how'd you even find out this lore? Wait, like they're getting paid for like like all the back payments that are owed to them? Like from all that shit? Or are they just being paid to make that new character? I heard that they're making a new character for the mobile game and mobile game only. I didn't hear anything about all the money that Autumn owes them. Hey there, Null Skull. Good to see you in chat. You played phenomenally last time around. I want to see what you can do in Luz's side. Right now, I should be focusing on Thundersnow versus Raz. Right now, I'm just like staring at the chat, waiting for Mega Missiner to drop dank lore about Lab Zero finally being paid. We don't know the details, but apparently it's a good enough deal for them to agree to. Oh, you mean in terms of the new character? Yeah, I mean, based on Mike Z's response, I would assume that it was skeptical at best. He's just like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. But long story short, I don't know if they're getting the money that is like back owed to them. I don't think they'd be getting ripped off, but like it's like one of those things where it's like when you're on a salary, complacency has a way of sneaking in. Like I'm being like 30% underpaid, yet somehow I haven't left my job yet. Actually, that's a good point. Why the hell haven't I left my job yet? They're making a new character for the mobile. I'm gonna make one for the normal version. Nope, absolutely not. Skullgirls 2 is done. So, I shouldn't say Skullgirls 2. So Skullgirls Second Encore is done. If anything, they would make a Skullgirls 2. Which will carry over a lot of things that exist, but of course a lot of things will change. But this game is done, it's received its final touch, it has a physical copy printed out that doesn't require any sort of patch. I mean, it sort of does, but like that's not that important. FAQ explicitly says it's a maybe for the current version of Skullgirls? I'd be kind of salty if that was the case. Here I am trying to learn the final patch of the game. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be kind of salty if they did that. I mean, I guess I wouldn't complain. Oh, also true. Okay, that might make sense. It'd be salty, but I guess I wouldn't complain. New character's new character. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see what happens. It's exciting times these days. Raz, look at you go. Got that burst bait too. Didn't get the counter hit, just played the mix-up. Didn't do the full combo. Picked it up with... What's happening? Picked it up but then didn't actually pick it up. Whips a grab and gets reversaled. Sad times. Raz takes game number 2. Looking strong. Let's go. I don't know. Trying to learn a game that's like constantly evolving is tough, but then again, the what's it called? Launch party never ends, and honestly, it'd be nice to see the SGC revive for like the new new addition to Skullgirls and stuff like that. La familia es todo, and it would be kind of cool. That being said, honestly, if they have the money to make a second character for Skullgirls' second encore, they should honestly just save it, use it for the next game. I like the idea of a physical release, not needing additional patches, and it just being a finished game. But the Skullgirls just being a finished game in general. It'll be what it'll be. You are absolutely correct, Robot. We'll have to enjoy whatever they throw at us, because hell if I'm dropping Skullgirls. Unless they, like, I don't know, add unpatched Leroy Smith to Skullgirls' second encore. That'd be hella something. Has anyone played on the new nerf patch? They released the final nerfs to Leroy Smith. I kind of want to know how hard it hit him. It seems to have roughly cut his damage by about 25%, maybe a little bit more, and made him a lot more punishable for most of his combo enders stuff. Things are blocked from mix-up ender stuff. New character is coming to Deadly Airport. That's what I want to hear. Looks like he's still too strong, kind of. They make him so cool and based on pairing and everything and all that stuff, make him look so flashy. But no player gets to feel flashy while using him. He just kind of plays himself. Deadly Airport PC port. Deadly Airport was mobile exclusive. Well, Skullgirls 2 exclusive, I should say. Which was mobile exclusive. Which was also not a real game. Well played by Raz. Taking it 3-0 against Thundersnow. 3-1? 3-0. I think it was 3-0. Oh, there's some times where I thought Thundersnow could make a comeback. It could have been a 3-1. Is your favorite Skullgirls character Poison? And my favorite stage, Airport. It's so iconic to the lore. You know if there's a Skullgirls 2, there's gonna be an airport level, and it's gonna be hilarious. They're gonna be like 40-year-old people who are just gonna be like, I get that reference. Everyone else is gonna be like, why an airport? See, Hooded Skeleton, you got good tastes. In case there's any confusion concerning Facade did just enter the lobby, Facade versus Variant is up next. Nullskull and Thundersnow, sit tight, your opponents will be arriving real shortly. The 1920s airport? Well, I love noir and I love airports, so it's combining my two favorite things. What was that one Undertale enemy? It was a Cinder Plane? I think it was. Shit was cute. Yeah. Variant, my dude. Oh wait, I'll just invite you. I can do that. I have the technology. Invite to lobby. Do it! Here we are. Luigi versus Waifu. The classic battle. Waiting for opponent. Who could it be? Oh, quite the crowd for Variant. Root for the underdog. Facade, of course, is definitely the more veteran player here. Won multiple B grades at this point. Oh, hopping over that assist call. Good awareness. Trying to get a feel for Variant's neutral pressure. Just sneaks right underneath and then gets a hit confirmed. Pushes him to the corner. Drops the corner, try to bait out a reversal to get a heavy punish. Variant doesn't fall for it. Playing pretty smart, pretty patiently. Good to see. Wow, just one 5-frame poke. Alright. That's confidence, I guess. Cool. Pick it up. In the corner. Gonna go for a knockdown? No. Okay, we're just gonna go for a lane cancel reset over him. Oh, but now we got both characters. Snap that ish. Get that pain wheel out of here. That is extremely valuable. That almost seals the deal. I mean, this is the worst part about playing a duo. You get double snap once and you're screwed. Unfortunate. Nice absolute guard. Good defense. Try to level 3 through. Unfortunately, it was broken because Facade's setup is a little too strong. Probably need to do, what's it called? YRC E-grid and then block, I guess? Question mark? Do you even have time? I don't know. That was a tough situation. We got the incoming. We're using Heavy Punch way too early. Oh, PBGC! We got both characters, but then Philly falls out. Nice forcing them to land cancel and not gain any spacing on you with the anti-air tier. Unfortunately, though, you trying to close the distance gave Facade the opportunity that they needed to seal the deal. Facade takes game number 1.
Let's see if you're up to scratch. Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Dash up low. Ooh. Nice aggressive start. Facade definitely wasn't prepared for that, especially after how the last round start went. Excellent adjustment from Variant's end. Showing that they are able to adjust based on Facade's read and understandings of the situation. Facade probably meant to up forward in that situation, got caught low, and lost a character for his efforts. Almost got a hit confirm on Variant and almost turned it all around, making it not worth anything, but Variant was able to do 2 reset kill. Close as you can to optimal. Ooh, got overhead. Let's go. Fun counter hit. PBGC level 3. Fun counter hit. That's a clean conversion too. Wait, is there a counter hit? Was that a counter hit on the assist character? I definitely saw a broken heart, but that was definitely not a 62 hit combo. I don't know. Wait, count as a 62 hit combo because of all the damage that was done to the assist and the reset on the point? Yes. On birthday? Reverse on birthday? I don't know. American on birthday? Good push blocks, line canceling there. Just get pressure. Ooh, using a charge there, calling him out. Reading a button. Let's get the free mix up. Let's go. We got him low. Facade escapes. We got no clean conversions. That's alright. Facade is sitting on 1 meter. Doesn't set him up for a DHC. Doesn't set him up for too much damage. But we do get a hit confirm off the assist. That does mean that this combo is scaled though. So we are fishing for a reset. Variant needs to be ready. Nice blocks. Goes for a reversal. Do it again. Do it again. You have so much meter to shoot down again. And Facade didn't take advantage of it. wow, you're using a really aggressive jumping hard punch. Really scary. Throw out the level 3, who knows? All or nothing. Works out in Variant's favor. Sometimes you gotta get those risks. Gotta take those risks. Big risk, big reward, and the big reward is 1 game on Facade. Tying it up 1-1. All Skull saying that they have a fire alarm going off at their place. Well, be safe. Hope everything's okay. Keep me posted. Let's go! So I want to see, Variant. Your crown is pleased. That was straight robbery. It's a highway robbery. Let's go. 12, 11, 20. What's happening? Okay.
Quiet on the set. Showtime!
Highway to the seafood market. Something's looking a little fishy. This time, Variant is backing off and playing defensive again, giving Facade a run for his money. He has no idea what Variant is going to do. Switching every single round how he starts off. Huge variety of round starts is incredibly pivotal in a match, and it's definitely showing. Right now, Facade is struggling to get a grip, and his fortune is definitely no joke. His fortune is definitely one of his most valuable assets, and he's lost it without doing a flick of damage to Variant's characters. Going for the anti-air, not really working out. Going for the anti-air tiers, trying to stuff any sort of Filia approach, but Facade biding his time. He's a very, very strong Filia player. He's got the right instincts. He knows exactly what he's got to do a lot of the time. And he knew exactly when it was the right time to approach. He applied a lot of pressure on Variant's parasol, but Variant did not crack, did not fall for a single one. A couple of whiffs didn't help out either, and that's going to cost Facade's most valuable character, his Filia, but I would not count him out yet. Actually, maybe I would. Finish your combo. Ah! What? Why did that work? Alright. Yeah, alright. That's fine, I guess. I was gonna say I wouldn't count Facade out yet, because his double is something, and I've seen it run back against 3 characters several times over, much less, or much more so too. And he had a chance, but then he got hit confirmed, and then Parasol didn't finish the combo, and then we did a frame trap into Pillar, and double just ate it. This is how he died. Facade's dead. Yeah, no, Facade's definitely a very momentum-driven player, so this is going to be a little bit scary. Facade, usually, once he gets a win, likes to snowball out of control, but in this case, it seems like the pace of the game has switched back into Variant's favor, winning 2 games in a row. Facade not really known to come back from this situation. Does a lot of psychological damage to him. But you can see him taking it very seriously and trying to run it back. Being a little bit aggressive there. Got caught by the pillar, but no clear conversion off of Variant. To Facade's benefit. Oh wow, alright, nice. Got a hit confirmed, got another overhead hit confirmed, just for a little bit of extra damage. Plus for an early-ish reset. Yeah, build up a little bit more damage. This does suck, of course, because the ratio is against him in this situation. His opponent does have 17-something health, 17,000-something. And he did have to reset a little bit past his preferred undizzy mark. But that next combo is going to use up the full undizzy, get the sliding knockdown on the character as well as the kill. Set up for the incoming. Walked under, cross up overhead. Pulled up a decent chunk of damage, nothing major. Nothing too optimal, but something to respect. The hairball assist, try to keep him locked down, but Variant finds the opportunity to escape. Kinda in a tight situation now, though. Got one character, no assist. Can't really overcommit to anything, especially not on the opponent's assist. Like that. Facade's, of course, going to take advantage of that. Gonna go ahead and get the sliding knockdown, and then DC. Oh, not even use the knockdown. Alright, cool stuff. You might have already used OTG, so that was probably really, really smart. Let's go. Facade tying it up 2-2. I'm not gonna lie, did not expect this to go to 2-2. Shows how much Variant wants to win. I think they want to play clean. Want to make sure they don't slip up. He wants to make sure that Skull gets a chance to run it back in grand finals. Doesn't want to do it and loses round 2 or anything simple like that.
You're under arrest. Come
Okay, what if it loses round 2? No, it'll be loses round 1. We wouldn't even get to see it. That would suck. He wants to make sure it's on screen. Alright, one for the overhead. Caught by Bomber. Sucks. Get him overhead. You've done 3 resets and you still can't kill. You're gonna have to wait. You have to do a really slow reset to let the Undizzy drain like that. Scoop him with the air grab, hits full screen. Weird tier and pinion interaction. I was saying that unfortunately go all sorts of wrong ways. That confirms gonna do it. No matter how unoptimal your combo is, that is going to kill. Hopefully without a meter. Yep. Alright, cool. What's the incoming? Just gonna back out, build some space, use Bomber to cover the approach. Again, Variant overcommitted to punishing the double. Using a heavy there is a very slow heavy. No, it wasn't even heavy, was it? I think it was Cool Lily. Yeah, crouching medium punch, of course, a very slow button. Very powerful button, of course.
That's all, folks.
I did not get to see who won that final round. Can someone tell me the score? I have to look away for a bit. Oh, the score was already reported. Facade took it 3-2. That does mean Variant versus Null Skull will be happening off stream in Losers Round 1. Oh, I lied. Wait, what? Oh, that was not correct at all. Come on, Challenge, you blew it. Variant versus Thunder Snow will be happening off stream in Losers Round 1. That means if Variant wins and Null Skull wins their match, we will get to see the run back. Losers Round 2. For now, of course, we're going to go ahead and get Hinze versus Raz on stream. This should be good. Hinze's been warming up, and Raz is, of course, a very talented player, showed off their skill last time. Being, of course, the culprit of Thunder Snow's loser situation. 3-2 Facade, I think. Thank you, Raz. I appreciate it. It's Big Juicy! How you doing tonight? Good to see you here. How's everyone doing tonight? How y'all's week going so far? Probably better than mine. But I want to know. I want to know what good shit's been going. Versus Raz. For some reason, it feels like it's been so long since I've seen Hinze on stream. Pretty good, my good sir. That is what I want to hear. Good shit. Good shit. Just got Skugs a week ago. It's been a lot of fun. That's what I want to hear also. Glad to know that you're having fun with the game. Game is really enjoyable. There's a lot of good things about it. A couple of things that might need some tweaks on those. But, all in all, I think this game is hella loved, considering, oh man, this game's what, almost 8 years old at this point? Still showing up in big majors? And right now, I'm not gonna lie, majors are right for the picking. Because anyone who puts their heart and soul into the game can probably win right now. Y'all saw Frosty. That was not peak Skullgirls play. That was a fraction of everyone's true power. So if you want to sneak in and win a major, now's your opportunity. You gotta jump in, sign up for Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker is, of course, the biggest Skullgirls tournament of the year, the most important one where the entire family gathers. Always a really, really good time. I highly recommend making out making it out to Combo Breaker if you can. Right now, Raz has just got to escape this pressure, though, before they can make it out to Combo Breaker. And you get out. No, you can't get air grabbed. Tough to deal with. There's not much you can do in air grab. It's pretty much a free 50-50. Have to tech it. Right. Got full screen. Lose incoming, but you know what? You got the killer to kill. That's A-okay. Might have been worth to spend the extra meter, so see if you can set up a little bit of an incoming. But probably wouldn't have worked out either way. Wow! Caught both characters with crouching medium punch. Bizarre. Where's Combo Breaker again? Combo Breaker is near Chicago. I heard the venue has changed a little bit, so I'm not exactly positive on the location, but it's near O'Hare Airport. I'd be surprised if you haven't heard of O'Hare Airport. Fun fact, if you guys do fly into Chicago through O'Hare, from February to March, there's gonna be a Nintendo Switch store. Like, it's just Nintendo being cute and selling all sorts of cool shit. Heard about that today. Starts mid-February, ends at the end of March. Of course, Combo Breaker's in May, so, I mean, that's not really related, but still cool. You might finally be able to make it to CB this year. Yes! Finally. I've been to Chicago before, nice place too. Oh yeah. Chicago's my hometown. I don't live there right now for work reasons, but I love that place. The dozens of places well, maybe not dozens, maybe like half dozen places I've had to live or work or other reasons. Chicago still has a special place in my heart. Nothing's quite like it. New York got close. New York was pretty cool for its own reasons. Swoop! Got the poison vial on them, let it tick away. They're gonna raw tag out. Bella's raw tag, one of the few viable raw tags in the game. Tough to deal with, really, really fast. Mike Z's gift to the world. Make that 50-50 work! Didn't really get a hit confirm off of that assist call though, which is unfortunate. Would have scaled the combo to 50%, but still would have been nice to get a little bit of damage and set up for the next incoming, but instead they got themselves stuffed in the corner, and the double blend begins. Going for the fridge reset, using monster to make it safe. Now we caught both characters. That assist call is bad. Oh, expected a Luger there at the end of the pressure. Unfortunately, a hard read. That reflector was not made safe at all. Is going to cost Raz's Bella their life. Breaker comes in from downtown. Weirdest wall bounce I've ever seen. Haven't realized it there. Of course, that is the assist, of course, so it does have different bounce properties. Ducks right under the rest of H-Bomber. Or a very powerful lockdown tool, but not a reversal in exchange. Also becomes whiffable on crouch block. Return the favor. Snap is huge. Get rid of that Eliza. We got double on incoming. Double, of course, is an excellent character making an amazing comeback, unless you get hit. If you get hit, you die. Last meter there to cut the combo short and seal the deal. Raz takes game number 2.
I think we got it.
It's Attorney. Oh heck. Hey there, JP. How you doing?
Decide who's destiny. Showtime!
How are things going on for you? You forgot that there was going to be Skullgirls at Combo Breaker again? Yeah. How far are we into the journey now? Right now we are in winner's side round 2. Semifinals will be up next, followed by losers round 2, losers round 3, and then of course grand finals. We've watched 3 sets on stream. Raz is of course up 2-0 against their opponent Hinze. Looking strong. Even when Hinze got the pressure opportunity against Raz, after Raz took character, they are yet again stuck defending against Raz's assault. Unfortunate. Go. Fenrir Super. Chip him out. 50-50 on incoming. Standard Philly shenanigans. Oh, air dash backwards, weaving in circles around the world. Pick him up low. Actually, that was a counter hit, wasn't it? Yeah, pick him up. Let's go. Get the air throw reset. Scales to 50, which kind of sucks, but tough to deal with. Get the low reset to undo the scaling. We are in max and dizzy, of course, so this does mean that everything is scaled to max anyway, so who cares? Just gonna go ahead and do the super for the damage. Get the kill. Get the DHC in for safety, and Raz is gonna take it 3-0 against opponent Hinze. Hinze, you're gonna do warm up and play as clean as variant if you want to run this bag. It's gonna be tough. Let's see. So coming up, we got Raz versus Facade in winners finals. Kind of expected. Couple of upsets, but kind of expected and acceptable. That means Hinze, Nullskull, Variant, and Thundersnow. You should all be playing off stream. Losers round 2 will be on stream, but losers round 1 is completely off stream. Please play your matches ASAP. Facade versus Raz. Please go ahead and join the lobby. You guys are up next. You've been doing a heck ton of IRL stuff? Dealing with part-time, full-time things? Hell yeah. Part-time, full-time things are exhausting. I hear you're doing good for yourself. Have you ever, Have I ever what? The suspense is killing me! Met a manager that was doing really shady things to get you a job? Yes, several times over. My entire company is shady. City guidelines? I think we might be violating a few federal regulations, but not like city guidelines or anything like that. Raz is saying their game broke, they're restarting it? No problem. Thanks for keeping me posted. I can't type. My right hand is crippled. This is unfortunate. Right. Right. Looks like it's good to go. I would say yours is worse because the city actually comes in checks. The federal government doesn't actually care until it's an audit. City guidelines, anyone can complain and it'll be escalated to the city. Shit sucks. No one in the entire library knew what was going on. Rest in peace, library. Cool. Snap! Fastest goddamn Philly death I've ever seen. Was there a match before this, or was this the first match of semifinals or winners finals? Someone update my brain cells. What's the current score? Is it 0-0? Raz had to leave and rejoin. Alpha counter 360. Common reversal option. Does cost 2 meter, but it's pretty good. It's 0-0. Thank you, JP. Cross under. Pick it up. Slide right on by. Get the Fugazi Knuckle. Get that knockdown into that corner. Not really able to play clean Oki, but that's okay. That was weird because of the flesh step. I saw the intent. Raz had the right idea, but Facade's Gregor was too powerful. Gregor does what it wants, and right now it wants to win. Getting that hit confirm and killing that double. Having a full character and a half. Character and a third. This is Cerebell's gonna be tough. I mean, this is the Mike Z character. Never want to count it out, but does want to have a bit of a hard time solo, unfortunately. That link was tough. Pick it up. Carry it through. We have 4 meter. Just keep it simple. Gregor. Get the kill.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Facade is up 1-0. Shit. I'm dying.
Who will be our star tonight? Fight!
Wow. Here's the situation. Round starts snap. Get rid of that Philia. This sucks. You have Cerebella coming in. Titan Knuckled, poke out. Stuff the air approach. We're fortunate. We're fast. Use that DP. Get over to the other side. Raz has no idea what side he's supposed to be on. Gonna go for that land cancel overhead. A little bit slow. A little bit extra on Dizzy Drain. Do we have the set play? Is this optimal? Into... Does this kill? Yes, it does! That's the set play! That's some fucking set play right there. Good shit. Knowing you had to go for the slow reset too to have just enough on Dizzy for that to work. That's Godlord. This man's got the tech. Got the kill. Facade is up 2-0, and Raz is no joke. Facade just showing off how strong he feels right now. Honestly, if anything, this gives a lot more credit to Variant, who earlier tied it up against Facade. He was playing out of his mind. I kind of respect that. But to bring it back to here, Raz is no joke. Raz is definitely a very talented player. Struggling against Facade. Can't say I'm fully surprised. Facade is, of course, a veteran. He's been around for years. One of the most talented players we've seen on the stream. And he shines the most when he's got a lot of momentum. And if this ain't a lot of momentum in his sales, then I have no idea what is. This is gonna be tough. It starts with one win, though. One game at a time. One win after another. Raz has got to turn it around here. If he gets double snapped one more time, the lore has been foretold. Almost! Almost getting caught with that bad assist call one more time. Almost again! This is scaring me. What are you doing? Okay. Nice time the assist with the air dash to make sure that it goes away from Facade. Titan Knuckle to keep him locked down. Got that overhead, but no hit confirmed. Fortune's able to sneak on out of there, put Philia in the corner instead, and get the kill. There's been enough touches that Philia is on low health, which does mean that we're going to be able to get a meterless kill right here. Set up for incoming. Just going to keep it safe. Lock down into stump. The reversal level 3 is probably an option select. I think it's an option select, right? Like, probably wanted to go for a Diamond Dynamo because Fortune was on the other side, got level 3. Kinda sucks. Raz probably would have preferred not to spend all 3 meters, but that's the price that option select has. Right. Down. Bomber spooky. Out that overhead. Prince just used the cheat code. This is not looking good for Raz. I mean, Raz is down to their double, and double is such a powerful character. Has a tool for every single matchup. Several tools, in fact, for every single matchup. Some of the best options in the game. Some of the best supers in the game. Alright, it's gonna be tough. 1v3, it is possible, and you still get that 1.3 damage also. It's good stuff. Makes set play real clean. But it starts with a single hit confirm. Can't get a single win without a single hit confirm. Facade's been giving Raz a lot of trouble, but this is it. This is Raz's chance. That's got in with the Luger. Goes for the, what's it called? Burst, bait, dash of grab. Was that actually burst bait? I think that pop would have actually sent Raz flying. Raz might have actually preferred that in that case because it was against Ophelia. Either way, smart decision making from Facade is going to help him seal the deal and seal the set. 3-0 against Raz. Raz played wonderfully. A couple of bad assist calls though cost him the set. But he can run that back. He can make adjustments. He'll have another chance on Loser's side, just because to find out who is Loser's finals opponent will be. And we will find out. After we find out Variant versus the winner of Hinsei and Nullskull. Did Hinsei and Nullskull play? I don't see it. I see Hinsei at 9:11 said, yeah, it was about 8 minutes ago. They did say they were trying to reach out to Nullskull. I'm gonna assume that set is happening, so in which case we'll just chill until somebody reports the score. You studied the last time you fought Facade? I mean, different people learn in different ways, and if that worked for you, I say you should keep doing it. Anytime you struggle in a set, just study it and see how you can adjust. One thing at a time. I believe that's how Gelato learns too. When Gelato's struggling in a specific matchup, he just studies that matchup over. Well, no, I shouldn't say matchup, like a specific opponent. He studies that opponent until he can break through their options and stuff like that, and moves forward. And Gelato made it to Grand Finals at Frosty Faustings. It paid off. By the way, shout out to Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. For the Grid? What do you mean by grid? Power Rangers Battle is the Power Ranger Team Fighter, right? I heard that recently like spiked in popularity again for some reason. It's weird. I saw a lot of people finding TODs. Having a good time mostly. I also found out that there was a Tales of Symphonia fighting game, which blew my mind. I want to play it as my waifu Presea. Alright, saying they're studying Rabble right now. Ooh, that's gonna be quite the Everest. Rabble is definitely one of the most talented players right now. Really giving it their all. I wish you the best of luck, good sir. Your goal is to not go 3-0 in the Kumite. When is the Kumite? Also, why is it called a Kumite? I always wondered about that. I can find a reason on the internet. Kumite. In the movie Bloodsport, Kumite is the name given to the deadly underground full-contact fighting tournament to which the main characters, Frank Dux, which is Jean-Claude Van Damme, is clandestinely invited. Other real-life names used in the tournament include Veil, Tudo, Sansu, blah 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 blah. Kumite is a part of karate in which a person trains against an adversary using techniques learned from Kihon and Kata. Kumite can be used to develop a particular technique or a skill. Are these really described as Skullgirls Kumite? That's fine. It's on the 15th variant, says. Everyone, you should look forward to that. Look forward to the Skullgirls Kumite. Use it as inspiration to practice, and use it as inspiration to show for Combo Breaker, which is going to be everything you see at the Kumite, but 10 times better. Combo Breaker is where it's at. Can't emphasize that enough. Shit's so fun. There have been a lot of times where I've gone to majors, like, skeptically. Like I didn't really want to go, but, like, I kind of pushed myself to go, and I had a good time in the end. Combo Breaker is always the major I'm excited for. Like, even when I'm down, just having the whole squad there is just 11 out of 10. It's great. People I don't even know cheer me up. People I pretend to know cheer me up. And frankly speaking, I want to add another top 16 under my belt for the mystery tournament. As long as my hand heals. I am losing my voice. I can feel the pain. Certainly don't want that to happen. I should also apply to commentary for Skullgirls. A Combo Breaker. Is the match happening? Hinsei versus Null Skull hasn't reported back yet, so I'm assuming their set is still happening. I'm gonna go ahead and message them on Steam. We're waiting for them. Once they are done, it'll be Variant versus their next opponent. Gotta do what you gotta do. We're just chilling. Yeah, I assume they started roughly about 9 minutes ago. About 10 minutes ago? Because around 9:11 is when he originally started looking for Null. So I'm assuming it took a couple minutes to find him. But, and they started fighting. It'd be like that. Till then, enjoy some memes. Who do you guys think is going to be the new character in Skullgirls Mobile? I see a lot of names being thrown out there. Some people who are not even on the original DLC list. Mega Missino says Marie. That's a very common guess. I've seen some people say D-Violet because, what's it called? I believe it was Alex Ahad. Alex Ahad came out and said that the characters needed to be added for the lore to be completed was Squiggly, D-Violet, and... I don't know, maybe it wasn't D-Violet. Maybe it was the that one other girl. It might have been D-Violet. And I don't know, Leroy Smith. Yeah, I'll see the, there's a picture of the Season 3 pass for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and it was, like, it was the 2 announced characters, right? Like, Kefla or whatever, Kefla? Whatever, I don't know how to say her name. Oh yeah, Black Dahlia, I'm thinking of Black Dahlia, you are absolutely correct. Anyway, but, It was like Kefla was announced. Yeah, Kefla. Yeah, it is Kefla. Confirmed. Cool. Thank you. It was Kefla. Then it was Ultra Instinct Goku. Then it was Leroy Smith. Then it was like Ultra Instinct Leroy Smith. And then it was Leroy Smith from GT. That shit was great. Had me laughing for a solid 5 minutes. Leroy for SG. That's what I'm talking about. I want Leroy for SG. I just want him in his full 3D render. His full 3D render in SG. That's what I need in my life. Mikesy was talking about how down the road he would eventually release the Skullgirls engine, like the old version of it, to be used as like a replacement for Mugen, where people can just make their own characters and do dumb shit. I want that. I need that in my life. I can do what God intended to do and remove Fuqua. It's gonna be the first action I have. I don't even know if that's like a thing. Like I don't think I'll even have access to the original Skullgirls assets. I'm gonna create Fuqua and then remove her. I'm kidding, honestly. Fuqua is the least of my problems. I shouldn't say the least of my problems. I still have trouble dealing with her, but like, she's not the biggest problem. Say has yet to respond. I hope their set is happening. It has now been like 20 minutes. What the hell kind of set are they having? It's pretty great that you love me and I love you. So Get Great happens on days more than Saturday? Absolutely not. So Skullgirls Get Great is our advisory stream. It's where people sign up. We try to give them a roughly even opponent. It's not a best out of however many games. It is 5 flat games usually, sometimes 3 if there's a lot of people who signed up. And we provide constructive criticism on your play. We won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play. We'll just tell you what you need to work on most to hit that next level, so you can practice a little bit at a time. You know, get a little bit more information, not get overwhelmed all at once. Skullgirls Be Gr8 is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and that's just a standard Skullgirls tournament. It's so people. It's supposed to be kind of in conjunction with Skullgirls Get Great. Ins132. Thank you, JP. The general idea is that you practice things and then you get tournament experience also, because playing games in tournament is very, very different than playing games like in normal sets. There's an entirely different atmosphere. It's a very, very difficult to gain skill. So we want to make sure people can have the opportunity to have both experiences, and also tournaments are fun. Most of the time we just watch people play Skullgirls and talk about Tekken. Because, I don't know, podcast. Get Great, of course, is much more detail-oriented. We start nitpicking at everything. Make sure people are aware of things, make sure people are learning mechanics. So on and so forth. If anything, this mostly serves as practice for commentary for me. I'm really sad I didn't get in, or I didn't send my application in time for Frosty. I regret it in hindsight. You mean you get bodied in more in tournaments? I mean, true. There can only be one winner. Here we are, Hinsei versus Varianth. Let's go! Losers round 2. I think I've gone 0-2 for 30 Be Gr8s. I mean, same, I guess. Imagine not doing simultaneous international releases in the year 2020. I kind of get it. Like, if I was working on a game... yeah. If I was working on a game, I would totally release it in one region at a time. Because understanding the cultural differences of the place and making sure it's fine-tuned for that region and, like, the norms that they're used to is, it's tough. Ooh, got him low. Ooh, went for the sneaky crossing the low, but it is not safe against an air reversal, like air scalpels. Use the... Oh, okay, use the opportunity to build a vial and then just kind of go for a mediocre cross-up. Is it mediocre? I don't know. I'm gonna call it mediocre even though it's kind of mean. Because it was very slow. Probably poorly done. I bet if Hinsei was at the top of their game, they could have done something magical with that. And maybe they will. Who knows? It was all part of the set play. Valentine loses life. We do have a Parasol with half a life bar on the back, but they are slowly healing it back. While it may not be worth it so much anymore, Hinsei may want to fish for an opportunity to get that Parasol back out here, or maybe just squeeze out a nice hit from on Pain Wheel and go for the blend. Nice blocks! Good shit on Hinsei's side. One of us is finishing our combos. Is what I would say. Double reset back-to-back, skimming to 50% on the second reset. A little bit rough, not gonna be able to kill. Baits out a reversal, good shit. No, you don't press a button if they have meter. They'll always go for it again. I shouldn't say always, but they'll tend to go for it again. Well, Null Skull, if you went 3-1 twice, and then you went 3-2 twice, you know for sure that next time you're gonna go 3-3 twice. Death Crawl sealing the deal. Variant's Pain Wheel is gonna squeeze out the win for them. They are up 1-0. You know it, dude. Here we are. A few seconds on the clock. And let's go!
Decide whose destiny. Let's rock.
Hinsei versus Variant. Here we are. Spacing out the big heavy buttons. Oh, nice use of air dash there to try and scoop up and surprise Variant. Variant also didn't reverse it. Nice opportunity to get a punish, but of course did not pay off. Oh, we get him low. Saw that little heart appear. Poison Vial on Parasol. Go for a one-hit burst space scoot dash up grab. Of course, if Variance did pop, it would have worked. Maybe they didn't want to deal with a Valentine full screen, building vials and playing scalpels. Or shurikens, whatever you want to call them. Nice land cancel on the scalpels. Dashes under the other side, has all the time in the world. No additional reversal from Hinsei. One more reset with Opinion making it safe. Not that it needed to be, because we got the hit confirm and got the kill on Valentine. Yo, actually, I didn't even think about that. Getting 2 double KOs back to back, that'd be pretty fucking cool. Oh my god, that crouching leg kick is dumb. I am like... Why? Why did that hit? I can't believe that hit. Oh my god. It doesn't matter, there was no conversion, but holy hell, that was gross. That button is dumb. Alright, set up for that safe incoming. We got the hit confirmed. It's a bit scaled. That's okay, though. We got that overhead reset. Time to make it count. Set up for the kill. We had 2 meter. I actually probably could have killed if we knew our routes. But Variant did not have a DHC route handy. That is going to cost that Parasol their life. We do have a Painwheel coming in with 3 meter. Single hit confirm will seal the deal. You got that 1.3 scaling on their opponent. Just do a light, medium, heavy. It's all you need. Variant is up 2-0. Not looking great for Hinze. It's gonna be tough.
I'll show you how to deal with traitors. Everyone good to go? Ready.
Oh, got the counter hit, no conversion. Didn't believe in the hit. I mean, I wouldn't have either. Oh, calling Pinion assist, trying to set up pressure. Alan caught, selves caught with a green vial. Didn't make anything of it. Green vial, of course, does extend the hit stun. Doesn't really do any work unless you are capitalizing on it with a hit confirm. Nice pillar, no conversion. Saving that meter. Never mind, we're not saving any meter. And we're not getting the kill. Just letting him raw tag out of there. Valentine's gonna be getting half her life bar back. That sucks. Using up another meter, but that's okay. We still got 1 more to go. Kind of giving up the DHC opportunities, though, which does kind of suck. Here, catch him low. Get the wall bounce. Now we chillin'. Toss under to the other side. Pinion dash to try and cover your approach. Did not work out. It's low to the ground, which means he can jump right on over it. Variant's multitude of anti-air options, of course, did not, or were not ready for double. Pinion, lockdown, but of course they were still able to jump afterwards, because Variant was not ready to capitalize on it. It's okay, slight mistiming. They're getting a hit. Variant losing track of where they are on the buttons. Hinze got another opportunity. Good, smart, good decision making right there. Not dropping the controller, making sure they pop the burst. Fortunately, weren't able to capitalize. Variant were able to get on the hit confirm and seal the deal. But Valentine comes in with a very aggressive scalpels, gets a nice hit confirm, follows it through, gets a reset, getting a kill on that Parasol. This Valentine is gonna make it count, but Variant going in with the safe incoming, especially with all that meter to extend. Drops the combo and then gives him a second chance, but Hinze was unfortunately not prepared to turn things around in that situation. And with that, Variant will take their 3rd win. They will be moving forward on loser side. Hinze, do not fret. I want to see everything you can do. I want to see you next time. But for now, we of course have Variant versus Raz. First time they are seeing each other in this bracket. I want to see. I just want to see. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. Raz is pretty talented, but Variant has been playing pretty strong lately. I want to see what they can do. Jumping right on into it. No waiting at all. Both these players are ready to go.
Target confirmed. For you.
Here we are.
And let's rock.
Solid tier pressure, keeping Philly stuck in that corner. But we weave on in. Especially when that assist on cooldown, there's not much you can do to stuff the approach. This is tough. Toss under to the other side. The Philia blend. We have the meter to kill too. That's set play. Oh, we don't have meter to kill. Or maybe we did and we just didn't beat C in time? I don't actually know. I feel like if it wanted to... I don't know. Whatever. Oh, we got a nice hit confirm. We're gonna go ahead and carry to the corner. Contra reset. We're not carrying to the corner. Well, we could have carried to the corner after the reset. We even had OTG, but we didn't use it. It's all good. Dynamo reversal. We online. We mash, baby. Titan knuckle calling up bomber to help him convert, or at least do a little bit extra damage. Did not work out. Nice blocks. Caught low. Got caught low. Diamond Dynamo. Dragger. Cat heads, forcing it to be Raz's turn. Raz does not want to give up his opportunity to get the kill. Brand eventually, finally cracks under the pressure. And falls apart. Raz takes that game. Raz will be moving forward with 1 win. Still got the rest of the set to go. They're not actually moving anywhere at all. Where am I? Oh dear.
Something big is about to happen.
Aggressive from both sides, both of them dashing up. Raz ready, going for the low right away. Ooh, not overcommitting to the double punish. Got 2 hits on them. Good stuff. Solid damage on the double. Double's gonna get it all back, unfortunately. Not able to really capitalize on it. I lied! Calling that double very aggressively. I control saying, teach you how to do SG commentary. Maybe, man. Maybe. One day. Right now, I need to teach myself how to do commentary and get a vocal trainer. Because my vocal cords have not been happy with me for the last year. I would love to teach you someday, though. That'd be kind of cool. I straight up took notes before I got into commentary. They sound fine? Well, that's good. They don't feel fine. Use a standing leg kick. Really dumb hurt box. Let's go. Crossing over to the other side. Yeah, but no, like, for those guys who are wondering how I got into commentary, I actually used to be a competitive StarCraft player back in the day. And, Husky was a huge inspiration for, like, how to do commentary. Not because, like, not only because he was a good StarCraft commentator, but because he would commentate games he had never, ever played before, or knew almost nothing about. Yeah, you remember Husky and Day 9? Yeah, good times. I still love Day 9. Husky turned weird and disappeared off the face of the planet, which kind of sucked. But long story short, Husky was able to commentate any game, whether he knew it or not. So I realized that because watching him was always entertaining, no matter what game, no matter how much knowledge he had in the game, there must be some sort of technique to commentary. And I started taking notes. Like, I tried to follow trends. I'm like, all right, what are all these commentators doing? What are the most entertaining parts? Like, how are they using the intonations of their voice? Things like that. When are they taking pauses? When are the breaks in their conversations? What is the best kind of voice to listen to? And literally, I just slowly kind of became a commentator like that. So I got the tech. Oh my god, you're about to get chipped out, but Alpha counter out of there. We're scared. We didn't want to overcommit. I mean, we only had 1 meter though, so that does mean that was super unsafe. That could have been real bad. But Variant was not ready to capitalize on it. They were kind of caught off guard. Let's go into level 1. I played random. And Wings of Liberty, I played Protoss. In Heart of the Swarm, I played random. And Legacy of the Void, I didn't play because it sucked. Heart of the Swarm also wasn't fantastic. but it was good enough that I wanted to keep playing. It was bad enough that I didn't want to main a single race anymore.
Back to school with you.
This is true love we're making. Wow!
Tier to stuff approach. Good stuff. Philly, I'm playing really, really patiently. Raz doing good stuff. Ever play Brood War? I touched it. I did not play it back then, no. I had a couple of friends who did, though. I thought about getting into it recently, just because people love Brood War so much. But honestly, I don't think I can live without the conveniences and Wings of Liberty. I'm fucking casual, I guess. Oh, do you? It was more casual? Oh, was it really? StarCraft 2 is definitely way more casual. There's so many freaking, like, conveniences and, like, quality of life changes. I don't have to worry about pathing AI, I don't have to worry about, like, unit-specific micro or anything like that. I mean, I do have to worry about unit-specific micro if I want to be good, but, like, if I don't, it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't have to, like... I mean, on the downside, like, there's a lot of interesting micro interactions that happen in the StarCraft 1, like Brood War. Like the whole carrier mechanics and all that stuff. In StarCraft 1, gathering resources was easy? It was hard. The pathing AI was so bad. Oh, and 2. Yeah, gathering resources is stupid easy in StarCraft 2. And if you're mining minerals, like, you can go through other units and stuff. Like, it's really dumb. There's tons of AI exploits still, like in StarCraft 2, which is cool. I love seeing the small tech, but like... It's just, I didn't want to have to deal with, oh shit, did one of my units get stuck on a corner? I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with like, oh shit, like there are like 3 sticks of minerals here, should I bother building a base here? It's like, no, let me just build an expansion. It takes the clutter out of the way so I can focus on the micro... So I can macro better and focus on the micro. Like, my Blink Stalker control was fucking dope. I love that shit. But if I had to, like, worry about the pathing AI of, what's it called? Not Reavers. What were they called? Dragoons. If I had to worry about the pathing AI of Dragoons while trying to Blink micro or something like that, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that in my life. Raz, of course, took the set against Varianth. Very well played. I was busy talking about StarCraft, but hey, what else is new? Facade versus Raz in Grand Finals. Facade on winner's side, they only need to win 1 set. Raz, of course, on their final life, that does mean they have to win 2 sets back to back. Just used to it, you guess? I mean, yeah, people get used to it. If I played it enough, I'm sure I'd get used to it. I just don't want to deal with it.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Like, I would just be controlling the Dragoon, and I'm like, oh, remember what... I know a game where this wouldn't be an issue, and then I'll just switch back to StarCraft 2. And again, it's like, it's more casual. Like, I get it. Like, StarCraft 2 is a lot more casual because of that. It has its own high-level tech, don't get me wrong. Like, StarCraft 2 just doesn't have to deal with, like, the small interactions that Brood War did. And that's fine. They're both different games, actually. I'd probably argue Brood War is the better game, but I'm not sure. Legacy of the Void did kind of kill everything. Looks like this Fortune's about to kill the rest of that life bar is what I would say. But we drop combos, we don't want to deal with that shit. I don't know why. We got an overhead. We're gonna kill this Cerebella instead. Please send your meter Facade. Don't be goofy. Do the thing. Slide. Fenrir. Baboom. Award you for good micro. Both the games are award you for good micro. It's just the micro is different. in 2v1 people with good micro. Similar in StarCraft 2. You can 2v1, you can even 3v1 people, honestly, if you're good. But you have to be... Well, like, sometimes sheer numbers can't be overwhelming. So it's like, you got rewarded for good micro, but not nearly as much as Brood War, and I'd say that's kind of a good thing. Because it kind of... I mean, I just like macro in general more than micro. So it was kind of cool that, like, with enough macro, you can outdo someone who's macroing poorly but has good micro.
Get a round of applause for our contestants.
It required you to be good at both, which I thought was kind of cool. Not trying to take away from Brood War. Again, Brood War is cool. Brood War macro and micro is cool, and you did get rewarded high for micro, which was kind of fun to watch. Like, I love that shit. But I like it when both are important. Like them both? Yeah. That's a good... I mean, I guess I should say the same. They're both good games.
Let's see if you're up to scratch.
Roll camera and let's rock.
So the slide, lock and load, counter hit. Let's do this combo. Go for a fake ass green burst bait. Bait out that assist call. How are you gonna give up your affiliate like that? She did. Goodbye, Philia. Said we got this double in from downtown. A tech to his side, gonna give his opponent a lot more dizzy to work with. Get up. Around the world with that barrel. Only meaning a barrel loop. Slide under. Head. Weaving around that assist call. Good awareness on the side side. Not forgetting that his opponent has an assist call that would completely ruin his day. That sucks. They spent 2 meter for it, but it sucks. That's gonna seal the deal. Like that, Raz is gonna tie things up. 1 game apiece. Raz is, of course, on loser's side. That does mean they will need to win 2 sets back to back. Well, Facade does have an advantage. This set is starting to swing into Raz's favor simply because Facade is such a momentum-driven player. I think that wind right out of Facade's sails makes it a little bit tough to come back, but Facade is also a very talented player and has been struggling with that a lot less lately. So I think they'll still be fine. Only one way to tell. Onward to the next match.
Time to pull myself together.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Up. D. Luger, yeah. Cross under to the other side, keeping making sure they're still standing so they don't get a freaking knockdown. Okay. Counter hit, no conversion of course, because it is Fugazi knockoff. We do get the corner though. Nice tech on the air grab, both players thinking the exact same thing. Takes the lay low. Of course, Raz does have a habit of trying to make their approach safe with an assist call. Facade is ready to take advantage of that. And Fiber, of course, Fiber on whiff does let them quote-unquote jump cancel it. God, I hate the input for that though. I really hate. So like for those guys who do not know, Fiber uppercut on whiff or on hit is jump cancelable and not on block. But the way you quote-unquote jump cancel it is you tap kick again. You don't press jump, you kick. That drives me nuts. I tried for like a week. Fortune just does not work for my fingers. Nice attempt at a reversal cat scratch fever, but Raz was of course ready. Backed away far enough from Cerebella so that they were able to Gregor and not have to worry about the iframes of cat scratch fever. Got that drill though, coming in from downtown, sliding all the way into the corner. Philly is stuck back there. Besides strongest asset gets hit, and that could mean that character is gone. You have a meter to spare, and we're not even gonna need it. Double's coming in with 4 meter though, and that's a hell of a good character with a hell of a lot of meter. Make it count, don't go for level 5. You should have been making your pressure safe, or, you know, just squeezing on all the fuck ton of damage with level 3. Instead, now we gotta deal with this blend. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, it gets hit overhead, and that's it. It's gonna seal the deal. That's gonna take game number 2. 2-1. Raz is up in this set.
To see here.
Oh, I will say the Brood War music was freaking dope. Brood War had some good soundtracks. Had some good tracks in their soundtrack. English is a difficult language. Name-wise, I can't tell you. I just kind of hear them. I'm like, ah, this is nice. I like the most iconic one to me is the Terran one. I don't know if it varied by map format. There's this one iconic Terran song that gets stuck in my head all the time. Wow, interesting cross up there. Had the yellow sprite. That was weird. Got both characters. Unfortunately, Philly falls out. Got him low. Didn't believe in the hit confirm. Went for low overhead. ¿Por qué? Incoming. Philly expected to be a cross up. Was holding back in the wrong direction. It does. Caught. Very fast reset. Goes for burst bait question mark? I'm not sure if that burst bait works. I'm gonna assume it will. Scoop him up. Diamond Dynamo.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Time for a bracket reset. Raz takes that set. That means both our players are on loser. This is the final set of grand finals. How's this gonna go? I apologize if I'm quiet for the next few sets. Combination of throat and a few other issues. Few cents? Last few cents.
Decide who's destiny.
Up backs out of there. Defensive round start. Wants to really see how Raz is going to behave given new set. Just in case they're a little too aggressive, try and get a jump on their opponent. Raz seemed pretty comfortable with that spacing. So I tried to find a way in. Got themselves hit. But got themselves out too. Pressure has ended. But now we have both, or two characters. Two of Raz's most powerful characters. It's the monster. Fortunately turns it around. Facade went for aggressive reset. Raz was able to sneak on up. Updo assist is annoying. Got iframe because it's a DP assist. Got that air grab. We got the frog. Fugazi, Titan Fugazi. Facade finally showing off why Filia is definitely one of his strongest characters. Definitely known for his Filia play. Got a lot of practice with characters. One of the characters that has just always fit Facade's fingers, but hasn't really had a chance to shine so much in this tournament because one straight hit confirm like that and she's dead. This sucks. Goodbye, Filia. Coming with double with 4 meter. Again, very powerful asset here. We can still make it count, especially with a double snap like that. Oh, that's big. 3 meter Bella, 4 meter double, almost full health. This is pretty close. The level 3 mash and the heavy counter hit to punish. That's exactly what Facade needed. Raz got a little impatient, took a big gamble, did not pay off. That's a lot of resource Raz just threw away. Facade using cat heads to impose his own turn, making sure he still gets the pressure. Still gets the aggression, gets a grab, even with the 50% scaling. We do have that 1.3 bonus though. So it's, wait, does it go straight down to 50% from 1. No, it's 1.3 times whatever the 50% scaling is. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Facade got all the damage he needed to get the kill, and like that is going to take game number 1. That's that good shit. Here we go, round number 2, final set of the evening.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
I guess Facade playing so defensively was trying to bait out Raz in the next game. I think 1 game ahead already. Raz did try to approach in this game, and then Facade was ready with a crouching light kick. Stuff the approach, didn't have anything ready to convert off of it, unfortunately, which does kind of suck. But it's a cute little extra damage and kind of calls out Raz. Goes for the overhead, light bomber goes right under. Good spacing from Facade's side, lets him get a punish. All the way through, gonna go for a burst bait. Oh no, but getting stumped by, of course, the Avery toss. No, I don't actually know that move's called. Just the Avery. Super, DHC out, let that double heal that life back. Wow, you already had 4 meter. No, 3 meter. Actually, both of you characters are 3 meter. It's pretty crazy. I guess it's been 20 some seconds in this game. Nice block on that Excalibella. A little late too, though. It could have caught the opponent right out of the air otherwise. Excalibella was a little late, yeah. Gregor. Out of there, no conversion, of course, no wall bounce or anything. Did only hit the assist character. Sarabella does not get a clean punish, but does get a hit confirmed soon afterwards. Pushes Philly all the way to the corner, get rid of one of Facade's most valuable assets one more once. McGregor out of there, DHC in there. R Super instead of cat heads, interesting. Wow, DP whipped on the ground, that's okay. Double is able to rush up, get a hit confirmed, try to punish. Overcommits to that assist call. Facade Loses focus on his eyes, doesn't know what to focus on. Then it comes in, loses to the incoming setup. Didn't want to deal with that 50-50. That sucks. Double comes in, jumps over to the other side, gets through that Bella. Gotta run things back as fast as possible. Nice hit confirmed. Tick tried to go for a throw, but was just a little bit too far away. That is unfortunate. This time Raz was ready for some sort of throw setup coming up again. They were trying to attack it, but of course, Facade was too far away. He whiffed, so did Raz's tech. Oh, we got a nice touch from Raz, and Raz is ready to convert off of it too. Good stuff, using multiple air buttons to make sure they can land and keep that combo going. Oh, goes for an unnecessary reset. I don't think it was smart to give Facade that chance. Especially when you were sitting on 3 meters, you could have closed it out right then and there. Now Facade can run all the way back and go into level 3. Make sure this character dies. No chances, no risks. That does mean that Facade will be sitting on 2 meter, have an opportunity to build up a 3rd meter and get this kill on this double. Set up that monster for incoming jail, never mind. Level 3 is out of the question, but... Nice. Block on the monster! But unfortunately, the Luger follow-up, you weren't ready to defend against it. Does mean Raz will be taking game number 2, tying it up 1-1.
This is true love we're making.
You guys want to see a new Sonic movie? Yeah, maybe one day. I'm really bad at watching things, but I do kind of want to watch it. Apparently, like, IGN or somebody gave it a bad review because Sonic didn't look realistic enough, which I thought was stupid because, like, he spent a whole year yelling at the team, like, you know, redo Sonic. So he looks more cartoony. I don't know. I agree. In fact, the director actually came out and said after the new Sonic was done, he was upset because he still wasn't, like, perfectly matching the old classic Sonic. Kind of sucks. I wanted him to be more as cartoony as possible, like more like Sonic, so to speak. Like classic Sonic. I think they did a good job. I like the redesign. People still listen to IGN reviews? Obviously not. Still relevant somehow, but Honestly, most people shouldn't listen to any reviews. Critique reviews have been kinda garbage as of late. That's obviously a super generalization, but I'm sure there are some people who are very, very reliable. It's like Facade's team coming up with reliable. Despite Raz taking the last game, Facade, once the momentum back in his sails, is up 2-1 against Raz. Knives out for like a 7. I haven't seen Knives Out. Again, I'm really bad at watching things, but I have heard lots of good things about it.
Have you come to get Let's do this in one take. Let's rock!
Mad plot twists are still being kind of funny. I like that. That's that good shit. Parasite was fun as well. Keeping up with the movies. Safe jump setups, let's go! Nice block, alpha counter in with light bomber, get a full punish and conversion. It ain't safe against alpha counters, you heard it here first! Facade showing off the tech! I'm surprised Res didn't DHC. I wonder if they had an opportunity to DHC. I assume they did. They've lost to Duffy's light bomber? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. 1-4 Oscars. Damn, that's a lot of Oscars. I was getting a little too aggressive with the crouching leg kick. Knew they had to go for as many resets as possible. Of course, that is super unsafe, especially when down to a single character. Outside of turn things around. Smart DSC and a nice hit confirms kind of sealed the deal with the level 1 super. And like that, Facade takes game number 3. Congratulations to Facade for winning Skullgirls Be Gr8 February 2020 week number 2. Giving them dank seeding points for the 4th week of the month, which is of course a prize pool tournament funded by yours truly and of course the fans, whoever subscribes, and whatever we are, of course, a non-profit stream. Any donations and subscription money we get goes straight back to the players by funding and increasing the prize pool tournament, which is the 4th week of the month. But as for this week, congratulations to Facade and congratulations to all our players. A lot of you guys played incredibly well today and I was super excited about that. That was awesome. Very well done. If you like what you saw here and wish you could play at that kind of level, well, have I got the news for you. Skullgirls Be Gr8 is also the sister stream to Skullgirls Get Great every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc., etc. What we do there is we try to match you up against a relatively even opponent and then provide constructive criticism on your play. We won't tell you everything that's wrong, just everything you need to know in order to improve and practice one thing at a time, so you can improve a little bit at a time and be encouraged to show up one week after another. Great way to get into the Skullgirls community and find an opponent that you regularly want to fight. It's also just a nice place to chill and advise some newer players if you are into that. But if you're just here for the tournaments, go ahead and sign up for Skullgirls Be Gr8 every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you all next time. This is the Crank Machine, and I I love you guys. Y'all are really cool. The SGC is a great place. See you around!